The woman practiced her seductive arts day and night, because she knew the general would bring back a time-traveling woman. She wanted to see whether her own charm was stronger, or whether the novelty of the time-traveling woman would capture the general's heart more. In her previous life, the time-traveling woman, under the guise of being the general's confidant, had framed the woman's sister for having an affair, causing her sister to die unjustly and her father to be exiled to the frontier. In this life, the woman married into the general's mansion in her sister's place, determined to make the time-traveling woman pay. So she studied seduction every day with the most famous courtesan, just waiting for the day the general returned. Sure enough, a few days later, a maid reported that the general had brought back a time-traveling woman. The time-traveling woman pressed close to the general and offered him wine. Then, while the general was momentarily distracted, she snatched the cup and downed it in one gulp. Right in front of the soldiers, she announced that everyone should drink as much as they wanted that night. However, when the woman saw that the general didn't come to her on his own, she walked barefoot into the hall. Her stunning figure drew everyone's eyes. Just then, lightning flashed across the sky. The woman used the opportunity to pretend her feet gave way and she fell toward the ground. The general rushed over and caught her in his arms. Then she whispered that she was scared, and the general softened. Seeing this, the time-traveling woman turned green with anger. At that moment, the woman looked at the time-traveling woman and recalled her previous life, being sold into a brothel, the time-traveling woman sending thugs to beat her, and being mocked when she had nothing left. In this life, she would make the time-traveling woman taste the loss of everything. So she took the general's arm and softly spoke of the 2 years of longing they had been apart. Feeling guilty, the general agreed to go back to the room with her. But as the general was about to leave, the time-traveling woman blocked him and said with a smile that he had forgotten his brothers now that he had a beauty. She egged the soldiers on to keep him there. The woman smirked and challenged her, asking why she, as a woman, acted like a brother to the men. Was something wrong with her head? Furious, the time-traveling woman shoved her, but the general scolded her for her rude behavior. Then the woman brought a cup of tea and handed it to her, mocking, "You've shot yourself in the foot." Seeing the time-traveling woman hopping mad, the woman pretended to slip, splashing the tea on her own face. The general, seeing his wife so tearful and pitiful, was both captivated and moved. He immediately demanded that the time-traveling woman apologize on the spot. The soldiers echoed him. With no other choice, the time-traveling woman picked up her teacup and apologized to the woman.